my kitchen. Today I'm bringing y'all back into my kitchen to share some organizing tips and ideas with you. If you like tips on your countertop storage, your drawer storage, your cabinet storage, a little under the sink storage, and pantry, then I hope that you will stay, hang out with me, and see what I have to share. So we're gonna start with drawer storage first. I'm gonna share with y'all how I organize most of my drawers. I had to find pieces that would fit my drawers, of course. But these are my favorite organizing trays. You can see they are semi-clear, and I get them from Target. They've had them for a while now, so hopefully they'll keep carrying them if you decide to go and look, or just shop around and find something similar. But I did measure to make sure these fit. What I like about this is it keeps my measuring cups in one here. Then I can put my measuring spoons in this one, as you saw. And then it also divides the drawer up a little bit for a few more items to place in here. So I just wanted to share with y'all this tip. You may want to use this idea in your drawers. And I am a drawer lining girl. I do love to line my drawers and cabinets as much as I can. This is one of my favorites. Again, I did find this at Target, and they've had it there for a while. Of course, you can also shop around and find a style that fits your home and kitchen as well. But this is drawer storage, so I wanted to share that with y'all. And then we'll go to another drawer that is the junk drawer, and I'll show y'all how to organize that as well. So now I'm going to share our junk drawer with y'all. This is in our kitchen as well. You can see the drawer is small and narrow, so I've had to come up with strategic ideas to move other like items around the house and other drawer spaces that we have. Like our batteries sit in a drawer that's not in the kitchen because we don't use them all the time, but I do have a space for those as well. I'm gonna come next door and just show y'all I have another drawer that's the same size. I was able to split up, like over here I have our matches, if you can see the matches. And then I have our another lighter that we like to light candles with. And of course the scissors are over here as well. So I wanted to share with y'all how I organize this drawer. Then I'm gonna bring you back down to the main drawer. So this drawer we frequent quite often. It has a few simple things like your pad of paper with your sticky notes. I think everybody has their sticky notes, right? And then of course the tape dispenser as well. You can see I have pens and pencils in here. This organizer, again, it's a semi-clear organizer, which is perfect for this drawer. And I did go ahead and put a drawer liner in here as well. I told y'all I do love using my drawer liner, so you're gonna see that all around my home if you stick around with me. And then in the back, I do have some little staples as well, and another semi-clear small bin. So again, I wanted to share how I organize our junk drawer and our junk spaces. You just have to look at your space, see what you have, be strategic, think about maybe moving something out of here that doesn't belong. I've even had things like nails and things in here, and I know they don't go, so I try to get them back to the garage as soon as I can. So I'm never perfect, but for the most part, this helps me keep this drawer decluttered and as organized as best as I can. So now we're gonna move on to our next space. I'll show y'all some countertop storage organizing ideas. Now I'm gonna share some countertop storage ideas with y'all. We're gonna start here, which is a coffee maker in this area. If you watched my last video, you would see why I have a coffee station in the dining room as well as a mini one here. So I'm not going to go over that now, but you can go watch my last video if you want to see that. Anyway, I'm going to share the idea of just baskets, simple baskets. So this basket, it is lidded, it is wicker. I like the aesthetic of it and the natural warmth that it gives. It holds some hot cocoa mix in here, which is what we mainly use this slimline Keurig for. So I did want to share that. You can store coffee in here, tea, whatever would fit in here, but this is an idea of just some decorative storage. So I wanted to share that with y'all. I do use essential oils throughout my house. So I have a basket here of oils just on this countertop. And I keep them in this basket where we can easily grab them and fill up the diffuser. Also, if you're an essential oil user and lover, just a simple water bottle or a tea pitcher or some kind of pitcher here where you can have your water ready to go, pour in your diffuser and it's ready to go. So that's another storage idea. And then of course I have some extra teas in here as well. And I do have a lot of tea in my coffee station in the dining room, but another idea to use for these baskets. And I love that these baskets are wicker. They are decorative but provide storage as well. So that's one tip. These baskets I've actually gotten from Target in the Hearth and Hand section. I do love going there to see what they have, but that's just one tip I'll give you there. But you can shop around for baskets and storage containers at any of your favorite stores as well. And then this piece, I also shared in my recent video. It is an open back shelf. Why is it open back? Because I like to hide the cords. I made this shelf purposely for this space. I wanted to hide the cords and have something that sits up a little higher as well. So I do love how this looks clean. It also provides storage and it hides the cords. So now we're going to go to our next countertop space, and I will show y'all another decorative storage idea there as well. So I wanted to share this corner of my kitchen with y'all. You can see I have the wooden cutting board, our crock pot, and then a utensil storage holder. I love this piece. It's neutral. I've had it for many years. Got a long time ago from Pottery Barn, so it'd be hard to find the same piece again, but you can find similar pieces. Look around, shop, and you'll find them out there. You see how I have all the wooden spoons in there as well as the wooden rolling pin. So I keep these here, and that frees up drawer space on the other side of the oven so I can store the rest of our utensils. I don't have a lot of drawer space by my oven, so I have to be strategic and split it up where some's in the drawer and some's on the counter. But I love that this can be a decorative storage piece as well. And then we're gonna go into the cabinets here just to show y'all a few tips on organizing. Our cups sit up in here with all of our mason jars and other types of jars, glass jars. But again, it's that little semi-clear holder I told y'all about. You get these at Target. And then you can see I have all the lids in here. And then one more tip I'll share, because I'm short, it's hard for me to reach up high. So I do have, these are the same semi-clear bins, but a little bit larger with handles. I have them up high with some mini glass jars in there as well. So that's one tip I wanted to share for storage ideas and cabinets. And then I'll just show y'all my plate cabinet just to see how I organize our plates, and that might give you another little tip and idea for your plates as well. I just wanted to share our cabinet plate and bowl storage with y'all. You can see how most of them are neutral with a few colored plates and bowls in the middle. I'm going to give y'all a close-up. I do have a liner in here as well to keep them from slipping. I do love how the neutral plates, you can use them throughout the year. We use them on a daily use, but also during the holidays I can pair them on my dining table with some decorative holiday pieces. So I just wanted to share that tip with y'all. And again, here's a look at our bowl and plate storage cabinet. I am thankful that this cabinet does hold all of these pieces in here. So now I'm going to share the under cabinet storage. You can see that this is, for me, would be one of the most difficult places to organize because of the pipes. There's always some kind of pipes going on down here, but you can see that in the background. I did have to search high and low just to find a piece to fit this side. I wanted some kind of drawer storage. But because of the pipe, with the depth, I had to be careful that it did not go beyond the pipe. So I did find this piece at Target. I searched online to really find a piece that fit, but I love how it has a drawer that pulls out at the bottom. And then the top is just the tray you see here with some extra sponges and towels. So this piece fits perfectly on this side, so I wanted to share that with y'all. And then we'll go to the middle where you have the Lazy Susan. This is one of my favorite things to organize with. I have one in the pantry as well. But this sits here where I can twist it around and get what I need easily. So I love the Lazy Susans for storage. And I found this one at Target as well. They have all different sizes. And then over here, you're gonna see another long, narrow bin. And this, again, I had to make sure it was narrow because I have this piece here and I didn't want anything tall that would hit it. So this fits perfectly under it. And then I'm able to store extra bottles of things in there as well. So I wanted to show that to y'all. In the back, I have an empty jar. I'm only gonna share this because I wanted to give you a tip. I store gloves in here. I just haven't refilled it, but I like to keep gloves in here just for some things that might be real dirty. But anyway, I wanted to show you just keeping a jar in the back somewhere with some gloves, and you can have those available as well. So, and again, you see my drawer liner. I have the drawer liner in here, or cabinet liner. We'll call this cabinet liner. I call it drawer liner, but it can be used for cabinets as well. So this is how we organize our cabinet for our home. I understand that every space will be different, so find what works for you. I had to go online and just search a lot of different measurements just to find a piece to fit this space on this side. So I hope I've given y'all some tips that you may want to use in your cabinet under the sink as well. I wanted to share the space underneath our oven. We have 2 drawers underneath here, which is great for storage. When we moved in, we had no drawer storage under here at all. So I was grateful we were able to have the 2 drawers added. The bottom drawer does hold our pans, as you see here. The shelves in our cabinets are actually fixed and we are not able to adjust them to place our pans upright. So I was grateful that we were able to add this storage to hold our pans. And then above it, we have an additional storage drawer with some miscellaneous items, such as the small pan, some pot mitt holders, and then the barbecue utensils as well. Okay, so now we are at the pantry. The pantry is probably one of the most fun spaces to organize in a home. At least it's one of my favorite places to organize. Not only year after year, but a few times a year I may have to organize or rearrange some things in my pantry. Whether you have your kids from being small to older, you know you're gonna have those years and those phases where you have to do a little bit of a different space arrangement in your pantry, or maybe you've gotten into a different product from a product that you had before and you need to do a little bit of a different space arrangement there as well. But I'm going to bring y'all in and share some tips and ideas on how I organize my pantry, and maybe you can take some of these tips and bring them into your pantry as well. Okay, so here's our pantry. I'm going to start on this side. We do have a corner pantry. The top has the shelf with the pastas and the sauces as well, so that helps give me a little more space to organize those. Coming around to the corner, you can see the round basket back here. This is a nice idea for corners when you can't reach, but this is the same round basket I showed you on the countertop, and it just has some extra silverware in there, as you can see. So that's just a tip for hard to reach corners. I do love that that helps that space out. We're going to come back to the tiered shelves for cans. You can find these anywhere. They are tiered, so it helps me to see my cans a lot easier and what I have. Then over to the bread area, I actually had the idea of getting the extra basket that hangs off the shelf to split the bread and the bagels up, so that helps that out. And then we're going to go down to the next shelf, which is our breakfast shelf, some cereals and other items. And I'm going to show y'all some of my favorite pantry organizers, these Utopia organizers. You can use them anywhere else in your house, but I love that they are separated so you can get different items in there. And of course, the snacks and things do change according to what we are into at the time, but I did want to share these. I have some more on another shelf I'll show you as well. Then you're going to get to some of the granolas and flaxseed. I don't have these labeled with my labels yet, but I do have them labeled with what came on the box. I'm not perfect, but eventually I will get these labeled, so I wanted to share that with y'all. Going to the Lazy Susan, my favorite, one of my favorites as well. You can see I have our baking spices and goods in there. And then another corner basket. This basket just happened to fit here nicely, so I was able to place it there and keep those items together. You're going to come back around to our flours and sugars, which are labeled. And then more baking goods here, and you can see I have another shelf, and that just divides this space. Down to this shelf, some of the more dried goods, chips, and snacks you can see here. And here's more of my Utopia containers. So I wanted to share that. So I have a total of 4 in the pantry, and I love that you can change these out according to what you want. Over here, some more dried goods with another shelf that divides that area. And then I've just got some drinks down here. It just makes it easy to transfer these to the fridge, which is right next to the pantry. And of course, a little more space, which helps get some of the bigger items, like the blender and another crock pot. And then I do have an air fryer at the bottom as well. So that gives you an idea of our pantry. I just wanted to share, and I hope that maybe you'll be able to bring some of these tips into your home too. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed me sharing my kitchen organizing tips and ideas with you today. We shared cabinet storage, we shared countertop storage, under the sink storage, pantry storage, and even drawer storage. Maybe you even want to bring some of these ideas into other parts of your home as well. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will see y'all next time. Bye! bye.